What's up, everybody? This is Sticky Tack. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Oh man, it's been a while. Okay, hey, look at pretty good timing with the little doggo coming up. We're gonna start a new playthrough today, and we're gonna have some light mods. So we're gonna call this the lightly modded playthrough. And for our starting location, we're actually gonna pick the grassy fields. Main reason for that is we're gonna end up needing a ton of biofuel to get us out of phase 1 and into coal power. We'll talk about why in a minute and why it's not just going to be a normal amount. Let's get into the game here. And since we know we're going to need a ton of biomass and biofuel, whatever, I'm just going to start collecting a bunch of that and kind of talk about the playthrough here. So I called it a lightly modded playthrough. There's a little bit, it's probably more like a medium modded playthrough, if that's even an option. And really the two big mods that I have installed here that are going to actually make this a challenge and, in my opinion, make this more like Satisfactory should be. If Satisfactory had a hard mode, I think this would be it. There's a little bit of tweaks that I'd like to see, but first one is we now have the continuous space elevator, which looks pretty much the same as the regular space elevator, but you actually have to provide it a constant flow of items, not just like in vanilla you need, I think, 50 smart plates to unlock phase 2. With this, you actually need 5 smart plates per minute consistently to unlock phase 2. And if you stop providing that 5 smart plates per minute, you lose access to all the stuff that you unlocked in phase 2, so coal power. I'm pretty sure that the buildings don't stop working, so whatever you have built just continues to go, but you can't build anything new, so you pretty much have to go back and tackle that. Now, to make that difficult, right, because anybody can build 5 smart plates per minute, it's not a big deal, I installed a random machine speed mod. Both of those two mods are by the same guy, Andre. He's probably got the most mods out of anybody in Satisfactory, and most of them are pretty solid. So these two mods together are going to make it really tough to actually accomplish that 5 smart plate per minute goal forever. The machine randomizer mod, every 10 minutes, refreshes all of your machines, excluding miners. I think that's actually a bug right now. Refreshes all your machines and changes their efficiency from somewhere between 20% and 200%. So it's not always really low and it's not always really high, so you can't kind of plan for it. You actually have to, you're gonna have to build basically buffers for each stage of your manufacturing, so that when it's running at 20% or 30% efficiency, you have a little bit of stockpile to make up the difference from when it was running at 120 or 150% efficiency. So on average, if it's truly random, your machines are going to run at 110% all the time, and they continue to use the same amount of power, which is nice. So if you have a smelter that uses 4 megawatts or whatever it is, it's always going to use 4 megawatts, whether it's operating at 20% efficiency or 200%. So you could always go the super conservative route and just build like way overbuild, right? So you never have to worry about lack of space elevator parts into the continuous space elevator. But what I'd like to do, in an added, basically self-challenge, is use wire mod, or what used to be called wire mod, it's called circuitry now, as pretty much my heart of this playthrough. You can do kind of anything you want with this, and really what I want to do is build a central control room, like a NASA-style control room, where I can see everything happening, or at least a high-level summary of everything happening in all my factories, and be able to control it from there too. So if I have my smart plate factory providing 5 smart plates per minute to the continuous space elevator, and all of a sudden I have 2 or 3 random, you know what I mean, refreshes in a row where it's a really low efficiency, like 20 or 30% efficiency, maybe I have an extra little emergency backup plant that I can turn on from the control room, or I can automatically turn it on with the circuitry mod. I just have to build that automation into it. So a lot of cool stuff you could do. I'm actually really looking forward to this playthrough. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little slower than a typical vanilla playthrough because you are going to have to build in that redundancy, or at least a little bit of overbuild to make up for any really unlucky series of refreshes. Ugh, so much wildlife. I also feel like they made this weapon worse. Like, I feel like it misses most of the... Huh? Alright, buddy. Rest in peace. Oh, never mind. Man. These guys are tough. Ah, yes. This little area. This area over here was actually my very first Satisfactory playthrough ever. This is where I set up. So I kind of like, yeah, that's the view right there. Kind of like the idea of setting up over here. Bring back some old memories. So yeah, let's get our hub set up and start rocking and rolling. Well, every great playthrough always starts with a biomass montage. Okay. So I think my plan is going to be... I don't know, man. This just really brings back some nostalgia. I thought this was like so much space. And then when I finally like put floors, foundations all the way across, I thought it was like the coolest thing, man. Like, I felt like I just floored the entire map. So I guess for now we'll just get stuff producing enough, and then once we get going, oh, there's 4 iron nodes. We'll have to try to learn the circuitry mod probably, but really I just want to get all the base milestones unlocked. So let's do that and go from there. Oh, I wanted to show you the random recipe thing. So, yeah, there you go. Normally that's 30, I think, and it's 136. So the problem that I've noticed is that it's not always 20 to 200%. It's on the miners. The miners are actually bugged. So if I saved and reloaded right now, this would reset to 30, which I'm probably going to do. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so let's make sure. Yeah, see, it resets to 30. These do not. So these are set, and then every 10 minutes they'll change their numbers. So we got a 10 and a 57. The 57 doesn't really matter because you're only getting 30 out anyway. So sweet. Here's our little iron, copper, and concrete factory. Just making your basics: plates, rods, wire, concrete. Nothing too special. Nice little humble abode. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I think the hardest part of this playthrough is going to be. And it's definitely going to be the space elevator part factories, because like for phase 1, I got to have 5 smart plates per minute consistently going into the space elevator. And if I don't have that, then I lose access to the parts like we talked about. What I'm worried about is if I don't way overbuild. Like, do I need to like double overbuild, or is that too much? But if I don't way overbuild, there's always going to be something in the factory that's underclocked. Like, you can pretty much assume there's always going to be something that's way underclocked, and that'll create a bottleneck, just like any other factory you made. If you forgot to put power to a machine, it's going to ruin the whole factory, right? Because it's all just like a domino effect. So even if I have like the storage in between each step of manufacturing, is that going to be enough to make up for if I have like 2 or 3 refreshes in a row where the machines roll a low efficiency? Is that going to be enough to make up for it? I don't know. I guess the good thing is I believe if the machines refresh again and they're high, then I get 5 smart plates per minute back to the space elevator, then I get access back. But I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't want to count on just like, oh, just wait 10 minutes and then it'll be better again. I want to, like, make it consistent forever. Huh, so I'm a little worried about that right now. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual milestones we want to unlock. I'm not, honestly, it's not a huge rush on circuitry. Logistics is always a good one. Need the MAM. Oh, Powersuit. I forgot to mention Powersuit. So, I got the Powersuit mod, and honestly, the biggest reason I did is since regular vanilla Satisfactory doesn't have Faxit. You can download Faxit as a standalone mod now. But I didn't want to do that. I want to save it for the Satisfactory Plus playthrough, the next one. So I got Powersuit, which has a Powersuit module or whatever. It sounds like it automatically stocks your inventory, which is the only function that I really wanted from Faxit anyway. I've also never used Powersuit before, so we're going to have that. So look forward to that. But let's work through these first. Let's try to get logistics so we can start splitting. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. So I just went to go grab some of these plates and rods, and I noticed there was no iron ingots in here. These both of these smelters rolled 7 per minute and 6 per minute. Like, if that happened in a space elevator part factory where I need to be providing a consistent rate, I mean, like I said, you just have to have enough storage, enough overflow or whatever to make up for the down times. So like in between here, I would just put a storage container so that when these are producing a lot, they fill up the storage container. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. 2.5 rods per minute. These are all rolling so low. Look at that one picked up, but it's still below 100%. This one, yeah. See, that's what we like to see. Okay, let's do this milestone. But I also learned, I think this is kind of common knowledge at this point. Oh my god, I'm missing rods. Okay, I think it's kind of common knowledge at this point, but you could fill this up like this, and then go pick another one. So like, we could pick field research. So if I fill this up and send this little guy out, both milestones get unlocked. So you don't have to wait the like 5 minutes for it to refresh or whatever. It's pretty solid. Okay, let's do the 2 milestones at the same time. Like I said, I think everybody knows that, but me. I was probably one of the last people to learn. But we'll try it. See if they both unlocked.
The map has been unlocked.
Oh, I got the map too. Okay.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine to ensure a greater chance of success. Note the up.
Actually, I don't know if they both unlocked. I hope so. Oh, they didn't. They didn't both send. I'm certain that I screwed something up. Oh.
Milestone reached.
Oh, okay, so it's actually a bug. I see.
To increase the product.
Yeah. What's next? Yeah, probably this. Get the awesome shop so we can talk about what's in there, which is something special. Okay, so yeah, we'll do base building, and then we just need to start. Whoops. Base building. And then we just need to start unlocking stuff. Or, I'm sorry, building stuff that's more permanent. So now the question is, just finished doing this, do I want to delete it and start over? I can probably just start over here somewhere. Yeah, it's like a good spot. I probably don't have enough concrete and stuff though, huh? Concrete and metal plates is what I need. Let's do this. I like this height. Let's do that. And then we can start building closer to the miners. Okay, so I think I am, now that I have this space built, I think I am gonna demo the existing stuff. and rebuild. So let's just do that. All right, so we need a bunch of smelters. I actually have no idea how many I need. I guess these things each average 30. So what do I just don't understand what I'm supposed to plan on. This is so hard. I need faster belts. Well, I know that these all do 30 consistently, right? Because of if it's bug or whatever. We can at least plan on that. And then after the smelters are where we need to talk about other speeds and things. Okay. But really before the smelters, because if the smelters aren't going fast enough, 21, then there's going to be some backup. I guess that's probably where the overflow method is the king method, right? Because, yeah. So here's what I think, and this theory is going to evolve. But if I do this, I bring belts in from all 4 of these miners, just into the splitter, and then the splitter goes everywhere else. No, they can't, because it would have to be a merger. It would have to be splitters and mergers. So what I was going to say is, comes in here, and then goes out to the other ones, and then they can all kind of just be happy together, but you'd have to have mergers in there too somewhere. So this is going to be tough because my belts are tier 1. Once you get higher tier belts, I think that it becomes a little bit less randomized, but I should be able to merge these two and get a full belt of 60, and then just do splitters to the 2, right? To the 2 smelters, like that. Just a typical overflow thought process. That way, if this one's running slow, this one can help pick up the slack. So it's never going to be perfect, right? Because they could both roll high or they could both roll low, but in the scenario where they roll differently, they can help each other out. Okay, I like it. Okay, I know there's a better way to do this, and I'm sure this is not efficient. Like, and it's kind of bothering me, like, because the reason I love this game, one of the many reasons, is the 100% efficiency stuff, and this is not it. But this at least gets us producing reliably. And I did think of something while I was building there, and that is I can use the circuitry stuff to play an alarm whenever the biomass starts to get low. So we're going to go ahead and unlock circuitry and do that and start to figure out how to use it. But we're going to do that in the next episode. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you in a week.